What's up, and welcome back to Interpreting the Stars, where today I'm going to be starting another short preparation marathon. This time it's with Charlie's Angels, starring Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and Drew Barrymore. The newer film comes out to digital home release mid-February, and I thought, what better way to prepare to see that for the first time than to check out the other two movies that came out a while back. The first was released 20 years ago in the year 2000, which is kind of crazy to think about it because it really doesn't feel like that. Either that or I'm just plain old. So, was this film, directed by McG, a diligent effort in bringing these famous TV show characters to life for the big screen, or was it as bad as I've been seeing people say it is? Let's get cracking. This review is brought to you by the word of the day, diligent, characterized by steady, earnest, and energetic effort. Charlie's Angels brings our three secret agent gals together when a highly advanced voice recognition software is stolen along with its architect. They must use their unmatched skills to find the kidnapped programmer and the program itself before it's too late, because if the wrong person gets their hands on it, it combines with GPS, which would mean the end of privacy forever, which is certainly not what they want. You know what this movie feels like? 5 episodes of a TV show or so. For instance, there's an overall arc with a common denominator, but it's clearly split into several side stories that seem to have their own beginning, middle, and end, which I get it, it's based off of a TV show, but that's where adaptations need to find their own footing in order to feel like a movie. There's not a huge story goal here because that keeps changing. It's like, first we gotta rescue this guy, but first we have to go to a party, which they end up doing in the first half hour or so, and then it becomes another story goal with a few more obstacles, and then another, and it really does feel like episodes of a TV show. The last time I felt like a movie did this was in the Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker, but even that had a clearer idea of where they're going to end up at the end of the day. This didn't, because that kept changing, so the narrative is effectively the sloppiest part of the movie, but that doesn't necessarily mean that anything else is terrible. But let's have a gander. Our leading ladies aren't that bad. Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, they all have a very, very good chemistry with one another. You can undoubtedly tell that they were having fun making this movie together and possibly became lifelong friends after it was finished filming. It has that spirit about it which really helped make the movie become much more fun. And that's what the movie is. Fun. It has some really fun action, albeit silly and ridiculous. It has some really fun quips from Bill Murray and the girls, which again is often silly and ridiculous because that's what the movie is, silly and ridiculous. It often slightly feels self-aware, as McG is often known to utilize that in his movies, and I'm fine with that. I honestly think it made the movie better to know exactly what it was and not take itself too dangerously seriously, and it's because of that fact that I wouldn't call Charlie's Angels a terrible movie. But it is flawed. As I said before, the narrative is a bit sloppy and a bit all over the place, feeling more like individual episodes of a TV show than a movie, which is its biggest problem. But it also has a character problem. Even though the girls have great chemistry with one another, you want them to feel a little bit more diversified than they are. They all kind of blend in together as far as their importance goes, and truthfully, how their skills go as well. They're what I like to call a three-headed man. They may occupy the same space, they may occupy different places at the same time, but they're essentially the same person. That can work in certain ways, but I don't think it quite finds its footing in the great character arena. What it truly needed is polar differences found in each girl's personalities, in their skill sets, and what they want out of life independently. They all kind of mirror each other in this first movie, which made their individual characters a bit forgettable in the long run. Obviously, the film was just trying to be more fun than it was trying to be deep with great character development, but because of that, it also runs into issues that just don't work very well. Now, for something neither here nor there for me, this movie is beginning to age. Its self-aware attitude is definitely helping it stay alive, but there's some issues that I found with its main plot regarding the voice recognition software. The idea of what's going on in this movie. There's two different softwares. There's the voice recognition thing, and there's another thing, the GPS thing, and if they connect, it's the end of privacy, which is the same thing as the Echelon conspiracy, as the Snowden conspiracy, as the Dark Knight thing, as the thing in Eagle Eye, and a whole bunch of different movies. It's the same thing, but it's different in this movie because it's voice recognition. And voice recognition isn't that scary, okay? It's not as scary as a hacked webcam or CCTV footage or a security camera footage on a traffic cam. Things like that are much more scary. They feel much more like they're impeding traffic, because nowadays everybody has something like Siri or Google smart home device or Amazon Echo, which does voice recognition, and it's not scary. Sure, it could record your conversations, but it's not as scary as things like webcams getting hacked into. So that makes the movie feel a little bit older. I don't know, it's just a small thing. I'm going to give this movie a 65% rating, 65 out of 100 possible stars, grading it the letter grade of D. But I do want to know what you guys thought about this movie, what you guys thought about this 2000 version of Charlie's Angel. Does it hold up well for you? Did you enjoy it when it first came out? And how do you rate it when you compare it to today's Charlie's Angels film? I guess I'll figure that out for myself soon enough. But yeah, anyways, as for YouTube, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button if you like this review and would like to see others like it. Hit the thumbs up button, because that always helps out my channel. And don't forget about the little bell icon, because that'll help notify you when I come out with my next review. And until next time, peace out!